Hello, Dancer Potter Dreamers. Now, we have Judge Sabrina Phillip with us.
Hello.
Now, she's from Canada.
True.
Yeah, and I'm from Australia, so we're like from the house
Commonwealth.
of Commonwealth.
Commonwealth.
Yes. And you might see some extra friends because we've got some dogs in the backyard, and we thought, why not talk and play fetch at the same time?
Why not?
So, yeah. So, Sabrina, dancers, what do you look for when you do a lot of judging?
A lot.
Yes. What do you look for? We need to help them. I
Yes.
want them to know.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I think the most important thing to remember as a dancer is that we're on your side. I think a lot of the times, you may come out and not really think, where we're at, mindset. We start at 100. We always want you to succeed and do the best that you can possibly do. That's the most important thing to remember. We are totally on your side, and we've been where you were. Most of us have competed at some point
For
in
many
our lives.
years,
For many
yes.
years, as did I. So, it's important to remember that we're on your side and we understand where you're coming from.
Have you seen some trends? I know a lot of the judges, when there's been some talk about some of the steps, like the big tilt step,
Yeah.
that it becomes a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
Like, what do you feel when you see some, or what trends have you started to see in some of the competition routines?
I will say kind of not a great trend that I've been seeing is a lack of ballet. So get into those ballet classes, kids. Ballet is so important. It's the base of everything. And if you have proper technique, then you can take those movements and kind of tweak them for jazz and make something unique, like those tilts or whatever.
Make
as
it
long
easier.
as you have the base,
Yeah.
training. So keep going with that ballet. It's so important. Don't let it die out.
What
keep
do you
going
feel?
with it.
I find I see a lot of turns on a very low demi point. What
Yes.
do you feel about that?
Well, again, I think that comes from ballet training.
Yeah.
If you're coming from a really strong ballet class, you're going to be on that high releve. You're going to have that nice pull up in your center, that clean, sharp spot. You'll have a nice placement of your port de bras. You'll work from your back. And I think that a lot of the times we sort of lose that because we don't go to ballet. So.
More ballet classes.
Ballet.
What do you like? Do you like fouettes or turns in second more?
I think it doesn't really matter.
I was asking the dog, but you can.
The dog.
This is a question
What do
for
you
you. This is a question for you.
Question for me. I don't have a preference. I think if they're executed properly, I'm happy to see a routine with, if there's 10 of you and you're performing in a
So
group.
there's a point.
Yes.
You would rather see them executed properly
Yes.
than an attempt to try and do them
Absolutely.
and fall out.
Yes, I think
That's a big point, everyone.
I think that's something in your class level, when you're in your class environment, when you're in your class environment, it's important to train and practice those, turns in second or
Yep.
fouettes.
Yep.
But when you're on stage, you want to show us your best you. I think, personally, that's my opinion.
Yep.
So come out and show us the best technique you have, and maybe you're only doing 2, not 12.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep.
Or none at all.
And
I'm okay with that too.
Now, where can we find you? Because you teach
I do.
a lot around and you judge around, but where do we see you most?
I teach regularly at Edge Performing Arts Center. It's a professional level studio. It's a drop-in studio, so anybody can come. Summers are great, really busy, lots of kids from everywhere around the world.
Yep.
You can come see me. I'm there every Monday and Wednesday from 11:30 to 1. That's my regular spot, and I sub a ton too. So, yeah, that's where I am all the time. Check it out.
Who are your inspirations, like as people that you find that you look up to? Because I know a lot of our younger dancers will look up to some of our judges
Sure.
for inspiration.
Yeah.
But what about you? Who do you look up to? And I know you want to say me, but no, I'm joking.
Josh, it's you.
I'm joking.
You're my only inspiration.
No, who? Because obviously I want to know who. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a constant student, so for me, it's important that I take class and I learn from other teachers, and I'm inspired by people in class around me and teachers that teach with me at Edge. A lot of the things they do, I'm just so inspired by their musicality or their movement or their music choices or something they just do in warm-up. I go, wow, that's so good. I feel so strong doing that. So I just think it's important to take inspiration just from people, even when I teach. My students, my assistants will give me inspiration. They might hear something I didn't hear or perform it in a way that I didn't see. So I think inspiration can come from all over the place. It doesn't have to be someone so huge, someone on CFBC on television.
That is such an interesting point.
Yeah.
I like that. I've taken Sabrina's class, and let me tell you, the opening start warm-up is so intense. It's so intense that I think I need to get a helicopter to fly over our head and take me out of this place. It's so scary. It's so hard what you make us do. It's very yoga-based, isn't it?
Yes, I just think that you draw from a lot of different sources for strength. And for me, yoga provides so much flexibility and so much strength. and strength work in your abs and your whole body, really, because your body is your instrument. This is what you use. This is what we do as dancers. This is what you have. So you have to keep it, fine-tuned.
Yeah, you are in fine-tuned. Dang, you
Dang,
are
dang.
hot. I need those muscles. Anyway, this has been Sabrina Phillip. She is amazing.
Hi,
We'll
everybody.
have also a couple of her classes so you can see some of her choreography, and make sure you drop into them as well.
Come to Edge.
And
Visit.
we'll see you on Dance Upon a Dream.
Dance upon a dream.
Bye.